Alright, we're going to be playing Delial for TTAC14 round 1. I am bag of nerves right now. Also, apologize, you will hear clicking, changing mic system. The old mic seems to not be working at the moment. I think I damaged the wire. Anyway, in transit. But these are the two hands I built. I don't feel amazing about them. The rule set is no cards can have the same number combos, and what else? Max 2 level 6s, 5/6, same plus wall combo, all decks. Each card must have a different number combo, no rares. I think I'm going to use the second hand. I think I'm feeling raw power. Hard to take 7s facing down. It's hard to build a hand that covers everything. You can make sure you have all the 7s covered with 8/8 corners, but hopefully this has enough dynamism I can deal with it. Like if they have that 4/4/7/6 that's in my hand, and they start with that in 3, it's definitely annoying. But potentially I can take it, and then from 2 they take from 6, and I have 7, 3, 5, 8, and 9. Potentially I can set up against it. Not too many ways, but at least one with 2, 8, 8, 5, and 5. That's risky. But anyways, I'm going to try this hand first, I think. And best of luck to Delial. I will wish him best of luck in the chat, which I have up in a different window. And yeah. It's been a while since I've played any Triple Tri. I've been working on bot stuff, but I was in really good form last I was playing. Any other games to watch in the background? Nope. We're on the same window on both my screens for some reason. Tried to bring up a watch game screen, but it doesn't seem to have connected. Anyway, yeah, so it's been a while since I've played, and Delial is certainly my most difficult opponent. I also spent a bit of time working on hands, because I think my biggest advantage against Delial is he is kind of likely to card select it, and if I build something really powerful, maybe I can get some initiative off that. But I couldn't really get anything that I was really excited about on this set. It was very difficult to cover both 7s and 8s. And so that was a genuine worry of mine, is I just didn't see a hand that could both cover lots of threats, have interesting dynamics within itself, and have an intended starter. I'm not coming into this with a particularly intended starter. Both my hands are kind of 4-corner hands where the level 5s support the level 6s. The level 6s can overpower the level 5s they're near for the most part. And so hopefully some starter emerges from that, and hopefully I pick dynamic enough cards. But I've tended to come into games in recent times with a planned starter. And the hands I built that had a planned starter I thought looked really clunky when I looked at them. And so I moved off that, but it means I'm not in a spot where I think, yes, I've built a good hand, and now I just have to let it play itself, and there's a decent chance that will get me progress. So that's a little worrisome. And if we tie a bunch of games and come back to this set, maybe I'll have another chance to look over ideas, and maybe I'll also get a sense of what I'm playing against. Right? One of the things I should do when I see his hand, because Delial is a player that often sticks with hands, is think, what are corners that might be difficult for him to deal with? Just what stuff that might be annoying for him to handle. Again, sorry about the clicking. I tried to add noise suppression, and it doesn't seem to have gotten rid of this click. So, sorry about that. What else is there to say here? Yeah, nervous. It's been a while since played a tournament game. Played some Clan League games. And did alright, but didn't shine there. Delial did. Delial's been very, very good recently. Alright, we have second turn. He has also gone for an 8/7/5/3 and an opposite 8/8 corner, and then a variety of cards. I wanted to go 6/7/6/3s, but I couldn't combine them with cards that gave them enough play against 8s. Here, the 4-6-4-7 combo is pretty interesting, because using that, the 7s facing each other, now the 6 can take 8s, the 4s facing each other, now it can face 7s. So you could easily imagine some setup where he lands 8-7-5-3 and 7, and 4-7-4-6 and 5, and has serious combo potential. Does he have any corners uncovered? You'll notice he didn't set up to be able to recapture his 8-8 both ways. It's not a hand necessarily looking to start something like that. Delial is going to look for more dynamic starters. He could be intending to start 4-7-7-2 and 4. But I think my 2-8-8-5 gives really good coverage of 7s to the right, which he has 3 in his hand. So 2-8-8-5 is doing a lot of work here. He covers the 2-8-8-5 one way. Let's look at 8-8s in all corners. May as well spend his time, because he's going to be using all of it, figuring out what might be an exploit in the future. An 8-8 in the top left, he has one way. An 8-8 in the top right, he has both ways. Note, he does not have his own 8-8 covered both ways, but including that, he has it covered both ways. An 8-8 in the bottom left, he has covered one way, and an 8-8 in the bottom right, he has covered one way. One thing I notice is 8 up, 7 to the left. In the bottom right, he might not have covered at all. So I could switch into something like what Turds did, actually. I was looking at his hand. He combined 2-8-8-5 with 8-4-3-7. And notice my hand, actually one of my hands was really bad at capturing that, I noticed when looking at hands. And it looks like, you can kind of, if you have an 8-8, or you have, 2 8-7s, there's going to be a direction you lack an 8, and your hand might have difficulty taking 8-7s. So an 8-7 for 9 could be really powerful. That doesn't mean he can't set up against it. But I found it is clunky to do setups, and I actually think that would just be a difficult card for him. So I think next game I might fully switch over to Turds' hand. I don't remember what the other cards are, but I did write it down, because I think that could just be a challenging card for him to take. So that's one idea. Are there 7s he has trouble taking? 7-7 in that same corner is pretty good. Definitely has play. 7-7 bottom left, he is very well covered. 7-7 top left, he is pretty well covered. The 4-6-4-7 doing work. 7-7 top right, he is pretty well covered. So it's that bottom right corner that might be really good against him. It is also, I kind of think he might want the 4-7-7-2 out of his hand early, and it's hard to get out, I think, when it won't cover the 2-8-8-5 anymore. So I potentially can create at least one problem for him with this hand. The 8-7-5-3 and 7 is annoying for me. I did notice this when looking at hands, that specific 8-7 was annoying on this hand. And I think less so on my other, because I have that 8-7. But on the other hand, blank is a bit annoying, the 7-3-5-8. Now, blank might still be annoying for him here, right? He has some coverage, but it's limited to his high levels. And my 2-8-8-5 might play really well against the 4-2-8-8 anytime it can land above it. So if the game is facing down, maybe the 4-2-8-8 loses some play. If he starts with the 4-2-8-8, he does have it covered in the direction he needs from what I can take, but I think I could play, if he goes 4-2-8-8 and 3, 2-8-8-5 and 1 looks really favorable for me. It's really hard for him to ever go next to his 4-2-8-8. Interesting that he went with the 6-7-6-3 and I didn't. I tend to love those and mask those. My first idea on the set was 6-7-6-3 and 6-7-6-2. I just couldn't quite get the coverage of 8s and 7s that I wanted. But maybe I should go back to that. I do have a lot of faith in those as cards that can deploy effectively against kind of anything. They're just such powerful cards. So maybe I will think about that. Specifically the same 6-7-6-3 he used, paired with Elastoid. Though I also had one with 7626 and 3676 as the pair. Not sure why that jumped out at me. I think it fit better with the level sixes that appealed to me. Um, I think it was sort of that they cover eights one way, but not like they combine to cover eights well, but you sort of need something to cover. They cover eights well up down. When a seven faces left or right, the other 676 can take eights up down. But it wasn't comboing. There weren't enough two gaps in the rest of my hand to be able to exploit, or one gaps to be able to exploit the sixes up and down to take sevens and eights. Um, and I just wasn't. I wasn't quite getting the cards to click. Deli, per usual, taking his time, which is, I think, a useful thing he does. So he does pick up 4772 first. I did think it might be the intended starter in 4, and it did look like the card he was kind of trying to get out of his hand. So he uses it specifically to cover 2885 and 1. Alright, one thing I notice is he only has the one recapture, but my 7358 is not safe in 9. I was thinking if I could play 2 and force 6, maybe that gives him some troubles, but I don't think it does very much. The 7 down is, of course, a potential issue for me. Yeah, certainly is. He used up power facing down right, which is a square I'd strongly be considering going anyway. But I don't have a setup in 9. I do not have a way to play 9 that sets me up to be able to take that 7, which might be a bad sign for my hand. Really wish I could play 8, 4, 3, 7, and 9. That would be a really powerful play right now. But blank does not have the same power. Now, I could certainly play in 9 anyway, because it's kind of hard for him to just go in 6. Kind of hard for him to go in 6. Potentially. Maybe it isn't. Maybe he just plays 4288 there. I was thinking I must have some nice setup in 2, but I may not. This could be annoying. I kind of want to take it with 7535 in 2. Get rid of a square. If he plays 8753 in 6, this is only recapture, it's at least a little scary because I have 4476 in 5. Maybe not immediately, but potentially at some point. That just makes it a little difficult to touch that kind of square. And if he goes in 1, he can definitely go in 1. Probably be with 6763. I was thinking this was an adjacent corner set, but I'm not seeing an adjacent corner I'm enthused by. Maybe 4476 in 9, but it doesn't give me 6. It would be very nice if I had 6. It's pretty hard for him to go 2, though. Like, if nothing else, I have 2888, 2885, and 1. Maybe he can go 4288 and 2, though, actually. And then I don't really like my play. Hmm. I don't really know if I ever want to actually meet. So I think if I go 2, I should check if he has a big setup in 4. Not very quick today. There's 4, 6, 4, 7, and 4. Is that scary? I don't think it's that scary. Maybe I want to go 6, 7, 5, 4, and 2 instead. Keep 7, 5, 3, 5. Give me a little more optionality for things that can land in 5. Or things that can land in 4 capturing. 6, 7, 5, 4. It's also a little harder for him to set up against. It doesn't give me a big threat in 5. So if he plays 8, 7, 5, 3, and 6, I need to work something out. And that card has good dynamism in some lines there. Just don't see things. I can set up in 5. Can always set up in 5. But I don't want to. Do not want to. I guess I could play 7, 5, 3, 5, and 5. That's a move I haven't really considered. I don't think it's a card that gives him a ton of combo potential off it. Yeah, maybe that's the way. I think I'm going to do that. I didn't really spend a lot of time on it, but it seems more appealing to me than other moves. Oh, I should be inputting this game in the database. Open shared. There's another interesting game happening between Akiyama and Turds, but I think we will not be checking in on that because this game is happening. All right, where in my filing is it? All right. Delial, Wazzup. You went 4, 7, 7, 2, and 3. I went 7, 5, 3, 5, and 5. Okay. Let's respond to messages. No turds, or well, sort of. Sorry about the typing noise. Just say yes. Deli says, hope I didn't try recording. Bad news for me. I am recording. If we tie a bit, I may decide. Bad move. Again, sorry about the typing. I will try not to do too much of it. But, you're getting a cool game. I did have a feeling he'd want the 4-7-7-2 out of his hand. I just wish it wasn't so annoying for me to deal with. He really has a lot of right power. It's really tricky for me to fight against his hand to the right. That's something to be concerned about. I may just switch into the Turds hand. Let's actually look at what that is. See if it lines up well. Okay. He has 6, 7, 4, 4. Now, 7 to the right, I don't love against the 4, 6, 4, 7, but we can always like make amends. And I, of course, have 6, 7, 5, 4, which is quite similar, and I'm mostly trying to hold on to here. 5476 is very similar to the 4476. He's just switched which one of those is which. 3575, his is down, mine's up, 7535, and then 8437. Yeah, we can switch into the Turd's hand. Very similar. And it might catch him out. Because his hand, I think, really does have difficulties covering it. I think it gives it's just hard to have everything covered. I think this is a matchup where it's really easy for alignment to make it very difficult. Hand alignment. Like, not like they found a good starter or they built just a much better hand than you did, because there are sets where, like, it feels like, oh, the hand's aligned badly, but what actually happened was you built a bad hand, and so their hand had a big advantage, or you built a good hand, so your hand had a big advantage. But I think in this case, just because it's so hard to have coverage, and with the no repeat numbers, and just the weird quirks of how level 5 goes, I think it's difficult to have that much coverage. And you can just find yourself in a difficult spot. So we'll see. I think I'm behind here. I think I'm in some trouble. I think the center card is difficult for him to play off of. It's kind of my saving grace, but it's really hard for me to play happily into. I don't really want to use up 2885 there. I gave myself some coverage of his cards, right? It's hard for him to play 6, 7, 6, 3, and 1 now. But he has 2 other ways to capture. It is hard for him to play 8, 7, 5, 3 if I still have 4, 4, 7, 6 in my hand. It's hard for him to play 6, 7, 6, 3 if I still have 6, 7, 5, 4 in my hand. Because those are different cards, I'm unlikely to hold on to both of them for all that long. Especially if I need 4, 4, 7, 6 to threaten in 6, which I might not if it's comboing in 4, but I might. And no, he could also just play 4, 2, 8, 8, and 2. That might be a problem. I should have checked that more thoroughly. He has pretty good sweeper cards there. 4, 2, 8, 8, and 2. I probably have to play 4, 4, 7, 6 in 6. He goes 8, 7, 5, 3, and 9. It's probably just a tie. It's hard for that to be more than a tie. I go 8. So let's say 6, 7, 5, 4. Keep hold of 2, 8, 8, 5 so I can capture things. Yeah, lines like that should be fine. Should be fine. Maybe actually keep hold of 6, 7, 5, 4. Because that 6 facing up is actually hard for him to take, depending where he goes. Anywho, yeah, so, okay, there's promise there. I don't think he should force the action, which is often what I'm scared about with 5 moves. But if they don't have some easy way to force the action, then you're going to get an open game where either player have chances, which is why I like forcing the action so much as the first turn player, is because you do not get an open game where either player has chances. You have a clear result. And I tend to like clear results, so maybe I shouldn't be happy about moving towards an open game. If they go in 7 and continue to have no combo potential, maybe I just want to go 2, 8, 8, 5, and 8. Just grab some safety while I can. Any card he uses up, though, is something of a concession, right? Any card he uses up says, I no longer have something really good. Okay, he does force the action. Okay. Now, if I go... there's a lot to calculate here. So one is, I could play 7, 3, 5, 8, and 9. And no, I was gonna say if he lets me block 8, I'm in good shape, but he doesn't. It's actually okay if he lets me block 8. Okay, let's not look at weird moves yet. let's look at more normal moves. He has no big setups around 5. I don't have to super worry. Like, if I play 6, 7, 5, 4 in 2, I don't have to worry that much about some big combo. If he goes 8, 7, 5, 3, and 1, I combo him, and that must be pleasant for me. Probably don't actually win there. He has 4, 2, 8, 8, and 9, but it is still pleasant. Weirdly close to losing, actually, there. So 6, 7, 5, 4, and 2. If he goes 4, 6, 4, 7 in 1, it's 5, 5. And I don't have anything to put in 4. But I can't go in 9. 9's double covered. So 7, 3, 5, 8 in my hand is not very good right now. Not very good. Would like to find a way to get that out of my hand. Okay, 2, 8, 8, 5 is not doing much in any line I'm looking at. So 2, 8, 8, 5, and 2. If 8, 7, 5, 3, I combo back, and I think I'm in very good shape. If 4, 6, 4, 7 in 1, his point is he can actually combo anything I put in. I think that just leads to ties, though. I think 4, 6, 4, 7 in 1, I go 4. He probably starts in 9, because if he starts in 7, I combo him. And then I have to block 9, but 8, 7, 5, 3 only takes 5. So I think 2, 8, 8, 5 in 2. He could also start in 7 or 9, though, and I should definitely check those. If he starts in 9, I take it, right? I think that's not scary. And if he starts in 7, 7 could be scary, but it really depends what he plays. 2, 8, 8, 5 in 2. I think there's 4, 2, 8, 8, and there's 4, 6, 4, 7. I think he has to hold on to 8, 7, 5, 3. Nah, I don't think either are scary. And maybe 4, 2, 8, 8 is. I have to keep on hold of the right card. I have to keep hold of 4, 7, 4, 6. I think this is safe. If I calculated this wrong, well, I'm clearly not mega sharp, and Delial does a very good job discombobulating me. But I think this should get a tie. For the database, he went 6, 7, 6, 3, 6. I went 2, 8, 8, 5, 2. But there's scary stuff everywhere. So I think the main line is 4, 6, 4, 7, 1. It's currently 6, 4. That makes it 5, 5. I take it with 6, 7, 5, 4. I lead 6, 4. Now, if he combos me in 7, I combo back in 8, and I win. So I think he should leave the combo up. If he goes in 8, whichever card he does, I can go in 7. So I think the critical move is 4, 2, 8, 8 in 9 when I play 7, 3, 5, 8 in 7. And or 4, 4, 7, 6. But I think 7, 3, 5, 8 is cuter. Call it a draw. But I think I think Deli definitely got the better of this one, and that's if I've tied, which I'm not sure I have. Not sure I have. He starts in 9. No, I can't be worried about that. There's a lot that's really close to winning for him. Like 4, 2, 8, 8, and 9. I take it. I'm up 7, 3. And then 4, 6, 4, 7 in 1 makes it 6, 4. And 8, 7, 5, 3 eats anything I put in 4, combos it to devastating effect. But I can't play 6, 7, 5, 4 again. Oh, so maybe that wins. So against 4, 2, 8, 8, and 9, I probably have to go 1. Probably have to go 1. God, 8, 7, 5, 3 really hurting me here. 4, 2, 8, 8, 9. If I go 6, 7, 5, 4, and 8, I think I lose to 4, 6, 4, 7, and 1. Not the sharpest calculator at the moment, but that looks like a win. Looks like a win. So if he goes 4, 2, 8, 8, and 9, and I go 4, 4, 7, 6, and 1. If he goes 4, 6, 4, 7, and 4, he takes 2 cards, he leads 6, 4, but I play 7, 3, 5, 8 in 7 again, and I tie. If he goes 8, 7, 5, 3 in 4, then I can play 6, 7, 5, 4, and 8, and I hold. He doesn't have any big setups in 7. 7's not a square. And if he goes in 8, then I can play 6, 7, 5, 4 in 7. And I will lead 7, 3, and he will only take 2 things. This is very close to a win here for him. Very close, but I do not see a win. In the meantime, we missed Akiyama beating turds. I will put that in the database. Sorry about the typing. I could mute, but you'll deal with it. This is round 2 of the weekly open. Akiyama 9-1 turds. Turds presumably went out in style. Rule set was same plot, same plus ball random combo level 7. And leftover card 7, 6, 2, 8. At this point, Deli's going to make a move and then we're going to calculate, so not too much point in. All right, 1 then 8, 4, 7, 6, 4, and 1. 4, 7, 6, 7, 4, 7, 6, 7, and 1. 8, 6, 7, 2, 8. 5, 5, 6, 8, 9. That suggests turds is a down problem. Turds captures 6, 6, 7, 4, 6. Akiyama plays 5, setting up peculiar looking Q with 6, 7, 7, 5, and 5. I think I underestimate some Qs. I guess there was a 5, 5, 7, 7 dominating the top. Alright, and last card. 7, 7. Okay. Has Deli moved? No. He wants to win. Obviously, everyone does. But he surely feels this is very, very close to a win. And I agree. It is very, very close to a win for him. And maybe one. I I did not find a good reply to his starter. And that left me with what I think was quite a narrow path. He's picked up 4, 6, 4, 7. That could go in any of 1, 7, or 9. It goes in 1. Okay. My main line here was 6, 7, 5, 4, and 4. I lead 6, 4. If they combo me, I combo back. If they go in 9, I play in 7. I think this works. 6, 7, 5, 4, and 4. I lead 6, 4. If they go 8, 7, 5, 3, and 7, I combo, we're happy. If they go 4, 2, 8, 8, and 7, that's ridiculous, I take it. If they go 4, 2, 8, 8, in 8, at worst, I can go in 7. If they go 8, 7, 5, 3, and 8, I can go in 9. If they go 8, 7, 5, 3, in 9, that is ridiculous, I go 8. And if they go 4, 2, 8, 8, and 9, I block 7 with a 3 to the right. Alright, so we did escape with a tie here. Just barely. Now, worth checking, do we have something else? No. No. I do not believe we do. But we are very happy to tie this. So I'm going to play 6, 7, 5, 4, and 4. I'm going to check one more time. Moves in 8 don't matter. It's got to be 8, 7, 5, 3, and 7, or 4, 2, 8, 8, and 9. If they go 8, 7, 5, 3, and 7, we plus wall. If they go 4, 2, 8, 8, and 9, we block 7. We're up 6, 4. Alright. That was terrible, but we survived. And that's what counts. Thoroughly outplayed in game 1. But this is the strategy. You want to be outplayed in every game, but not lose it. The goal of Triple Triad is to only slightly lose. You don't, as long as you don't lose too badly. So he's going to go 4, 2, 8, 8, 9. And we will grovel to our tie. Yeah, very unpleasant game. Post the game again. Sorry for all the clicking. Well, I'll try to work this out. 3, 5, 6, 2, 1, 4. It's going to be 9, 7, 8. Presumably. I might play a 4, 4, 7, 6, and 7. Just so there's no, accidental thing. I know that is ridiculous. I'm aware of the rules. Obviously, blank would not get captured either. He does it the cute way. Just to make my type in wrong. Alright, so it's going to be 8, 7, 9. Yeah. Let's do it with Behemoth. Eight, 7, 5, 3, 9. He clearly only makes his moves so that my pre-typed stuff will be wrong. And we escape with a tie in game 1. set again. Well, one survival. Haley's playing. The numbers here are really unclean to me. I like clean sets, and often level 5 is, and often so I think I'm going to try the Turds hand. I think it lined up well. Just wanted to play the set again while I had the idea in my mind, because I think that's a reasonable way to go. Well, actually, we'll select a pre-made hand, select the same one, and then we're going to drop some cards and think about it. So he used 8437. I think that's an FF9 because it really hurt me playing against, actually, Turds has created a useful card search. So I want to check if there's, can we get, I think 8447 would line up better. So I'm going to search his database. Directions. We're running slow. That always makes me nervous. But we want 8, 4, 4, 7. Does it exist at level 6? We'll know in a moment. In the meantime, we can find the level 5s he used. He used 6, 7, 4, 4, and 5, 4, 7, 6. 5, 4, 7, 6 doesn't line up quite how I'd like. I wish it was a 4, 5, 7, 6, but that's a Xenogears card. I know my Xenogears cards. And 6, 7, 4, 4, I think might be an early card. Let's see if the card finder has found anything. It has not. What about an 8, 3, 4, 7? That might be a better version for what I'm trying to do. Alright, that exists. And that might line up better with his 8, 7, 8, 3, 5, 7. And that's on FF12. So I think we'll try that. Of course, Deli may change. He has been known to do so. But this hand should be hopefully a decent hand anyway. It's very similar to the one I used, and it has the chance to get him in a tough spot. Where's FF12? What does FF12 look like? We should be looking at FF12. Oh, it's a level 7. Okay, doesn't exist. That's fine. We'll use the card Turds used. Where are you at? 8437. Not sure about that 5476. I do want 6744. 6, 7, 4, 4. That's going to be a FF11. Good thing he's not trying to use this at the same time I am. Alright. And Turds' last card was a 3575. I feel like there's an up problem here. What do I have directionally right now? 21 going up, 23 going right, 22 going left, 22 going down. Maybe I want a 7465. Maybe a 6367 for the level 5. level FF9. And then for the other level 5, sort of have 4 corners covered. What 8s do I have trouble taking? So many. Okay. 3, 5, 7, 5 here makes more sense to me. Where's 3, 5, 7, 5? FF14. That makes sense that it wouldn't be at the forefront of my thinking. Am I looking at the wrong deck? Three, 5, 7, 5. Where are you? Is this not FF14? I'm so confused. FF5. Okay. I cannot read. How did I possibly think that? 3, 5, 7, 5. Yeah, that looks familiar. Alright, let's try it. Okay. He is running it back mostly, but he has subbed out 4277 or 4772 for 3575. That gives him much better 8437 coverage. And better coverage of 2885. Does need to find a starter again. But let's look again. What does he not have coverage of? So he has at least some coverage of everything. Either his 8s can overpower, or the 3, 5, 7s 5 gives him some coverage. So what does he have the least coverage of? A 7, 7 corner in 3 might be powerful. My 6, 7 corner in 3 might play really well. Sevens to the left are now good. They were good before, though. So I'm glad I brought 2. Sorry. Random conversations. So 6763 and 6763 or 6367 obviously maybe was a little risky to bring, in the sense that whoever has first turn is usually favored on that head-to-head matchup. Eight, 7, 5, 3, and 7 could be annoying because we have some quite similar cards, so anything that would set up me might set up him a bit. I could see 8, 7, 5, 3, and 7 being a problem. So let's figure it out. Because I think that kind of is a card he wants out of his hand, actually. With 8, 4, 3, 7 in my hand. Like, it can line up poorly sometimes. Maybe. Also, 6, 7, 6, 3, and 7 could be annoying for me to take. Like, he has trouble with 7s left, I have trouble with 7s right. Yeah. Real trouble. I don't like my hand. I think once again it is not going to be all that comfortable. Tempted to meet either card in 7 with a 6, 7, 4, 4, and 9, trying to set up 8, 4, 3, 7, and 8. I presume he will then block 8, but I have a bunch of captures available. And some of them might set up stuff in 5. But I think actually 6, 7, 6, 3, and 7 is a problem for that. If I go 6, 7, 4, 4, and 9, he plays 8, 7, 5, 3, and 8. I cannot play in 4 or 6 while setting up. No, I can. I can play 3, 5, 7, 5, and 4. And that sets up a big same in 5. That's probably advantageous for me. It gives him a plus with 4, 6, 4, 7, though, in 5. And that doesn't give me anything. So no, that's probably annoying. Probably annoying. 6, 3, 6, 7, and 9 is a kind of weird reply, but might make some sense. I'm gonna try to find something. I gotta. What do I want to do? Let's close the card finder. Because Turds is spying on me using his card finder. Facebook's a pain to search. Supposed to find something. Okay, I'm getting distracted. He does go 6, 7, 6, 3, and 7. All right, so we're on the same wavelength, which is not really where I want to be, to be honest. Now, similar to last game, I think 2, 8, 8, 5, and 5 actually has some sense to it, because I have just so much more combo potential in the accompanying squares. But I think also similar to last game, he probably just blocks the accompanying squares and it gets maybe unpleasant for me. Maybe. So I think that's dangerous, but worth keeping in mind, because 8, 4, 3, 7 is pretty powerful there. I had the idea of 6, 7, 4, 4, and 9, but I don't like the position after 8, 7, 5, 3, and 8. I think I'm probably surviving there, but I think it's pretty unpleasant. I think 6, 3, 6, 7, and 9, 3, 5, 7, 5, and 8 just capturing it. I'm probably okay there too, but I don't really want to play that position. It seems unpleasant. 6, 3, 6, 7, and 3 has the point that his only capture I can combo back, but can I combo it back? He combos me back at the end. I don't love that either. I think that's uncomfortable. think I still want 3-5-7-5 in my hand. Not going to play something like that in 3. I don't think I get a ton by taking it. I could play 6-3-6-7 in 5, but I actually think I'd maybe in some lines rather hold on to that card than 2-8-8-5. 2-8-8-5 in 5. Got really good synergies. But it is annoying that if I play 8-4-3-7 and like say they block 8 and I play 8-4-3-7 and 4, they go 8-7-5-3 and 1. That's safe. That locks in 4 for them. It's not clear I'm getting anything there. Actually, if they go 8, I would like to play 8-4-3-7 and 9, just capturing whatever they play in 8, but I'll have set them up. So maybe I would prefer to put 6-3-6-7 in 5. That feels wrong, though. And that gives them play in 2 that I don't want to give them. My other idea was 6-7-4-4 and 9, which I thought was uncomfortable, but probably not losing. Don't like the look of it. I'm not seeing clean lines. This is something Deli gives me trouble with, but also I haven't been playing as much, and that's not great on my part. Leaning 6-7-4-4 and 9. After 8-7-5-3 and 5 and 8. No, but I don't really like that. 8-4-3-7 and 9 is crazy. I don't like everything. Where's an idea? Well, I think I'm out of form and I don't like it. But also, Deli is really good at giving me troubles. Gotta make sure I don't look at other chats. We have very limited time left. Make sure the time is covered. They are really bad going up. Can we do anything about that? I could just go 2-8-8-5 and 1. 2-8-8-5 and 1. Just intending to go 2 next turn. There's some risk they have a big setup in 5. 4-6-4-7. That's a little scary. I'm gonna go for it. I don't see much else. I don't feel happy about this. I don't feel happy about anything. Let's start inputting moves in the database. 6-7-6-3-7, 2-8-8-5-1. But it's a move. It's a move. Now, I'm trying to find something completely unrelated from some other conversation. So I'm gonna be on the side. I'm loading up like all the Facebook convos because I think it was on Facebook on Triple Triad. Actually, can I search? I can search. But will it find what I'm looking for? A whole other question. Alright, well, I'll try to find it later. We will focus on our sad sack game. I think a 4, 6, 4, 7, and 5 is annoying, but my saving grace is he has different combo cards for 2 and 6, 2 and 4, and so that maybe that gives me time to set up somewhere else. For instance, I think 6, 7, 4, 4 in 9 might be okay there. Might be. It does give up my recapture in 4, so maybe they can just go 2. But I think in a lot of lines they're 4, 2, 8, 8's dead. So I then go 6, 3, 6, 7, and 1. And I think I might be okay there. That's my idea. What else is there? If he does some benign move, my threat is to block 2, right? And if he goes 8, maybe I block 9 instead. Depending on how he does it. But actually, probably just against anything. Which card might depend on how he does it. I don't like my position. I think I said that before, made that clear, but I don't like this at all. This is not a kind of position I'm happy about playing versus Delial. Don't like how I handled either game. Don't like my hands. I do like his starters. I thought 6, 7, 6, 3, and 7 was best for him. I suspect if he was playing the other side, he'd have found a better answer than I did. But I'm just out here trying. Once I've blocked 2, if I can block 2, I have a threat to go in 4. On the other hand, blocking 2 just gives him 1. So, like, how much are we really achieving? Like, 4, 2, 8, 8 landing in 1 is not really what I want to see, right? So if I do block 2, it's probably with 6, 7, 4, 4, so it's easy to take back from 5. But it's tough when it's really hard for me to go next to the card I just played. So he picks up 4/6/4/7. So if it's going in 5, then we have correctly predicted all his moves this game. It will be deeply depressing if we predict them all on the way to losing. Yeah, that would not feel great. All right, so we did predict that one as well. Not ideal. Not ideal. Now I wanted to play 6/7/4/4 and 9. I also have a combo in 6 that could conceivably be relevant in some lines. But probably not many, because if he ever is 1 in reply. But I really want to play 6/7/4/4 and 9. Does 4/2/8/8 and 1 just kill me there? It might just kill me there. 4/2/8/8 and 1, 3/5/7/5 is a beast. Absolute beast. I'd probably have to block 6. Doesn't look good. Doesn't look good. What if I force the action and go in 4? What if I play like 3/5/7/5 and 4? I think he has to go 2. 3/5/7/5 and 2. He flips everything. And then I play 8/4/3/7 in 3. He leads 6/4. But I have a serious threat of 6/3/6/7 and 6. And I think that ties against anything he can put in 8 or 9. Like 4/2/8/8 and 9 looks good, but I think I just have the combo in 6 and I'm okay. And this is why I played 8/4/3/7 and 3, not 6/3/6/7. And so I kind of think he has to block 6 immediately. If he blocks it with 4/2/8/8, I combo with 6/7/4/4, and I think I flip enough to tie. And if he God, this is so risky to do. If he blocks with 8/7/5/3, oh, then he's just up 7/3. I don't have enough captures. Okay, that doesn't work. This is an interesting idea, I guess. 6/3/6/7 and 9. I just think something like 4/2/8/8 and 3 just kills me. 6/7/4/4 and 9, maybe same thing. This is very scary position. So 8/4/3/7 in 4. 8/4/3/7 in 4. He goes 3/5/7/5 and 2. He leads 6/4. And I go 6/3/6/7 and 3. goes 8 with 4288, I can play 6744 and 9. Goes 8 with 8753, I can block 6. If he goes 7, I block 6. And don't flip anything. Kind of important. And if he goes, sorry, if he goes 9, not 7. And if he goes 6 himself, I can take it. That's all I see. Mad ugly, but that's what we're trying to survive with right now. So once again, we're gonna wait for a move, and I'm gonna be distracted on the side, and we'll probably call this a video, whatever happens here. But hopefully it's just barely enough. Just barely enough, relying on the 8753 not being quite a good enough sweeper. This is rough. These are not pleasant games for me. Deli is in good form, and I don't even know what kind of form I'm in, right? I haven't been playing much, but also this is Deli. Like, however you're playing, he's going to be confusing, and he's going to make problems, and you're not going to be able to do clean lines. And I think this is a difficult rule set for me as well. So, I thought maybe I'd sneak him with the 8437, but I clearly did not do so. And now we have a problem to work out. I have to figure out. I think he's likely to play a hand similar to this when we return to this set, but I think I want a little time to work something out here, because this is tough. Ooh, just thought of something to search in the Facebook thing. You don't care about that. You don't even know what I'm searching for, but I have an idea. Two things, actually. Two things where something might be. So hopefully we've played generic passive moves just enough to hold the tie here. Ah, I found it. Nice. Alright. Where do I put it now? Alright. Hopefully that solves that. Which again, nothing to do with the game. I didn't really check other moves, but I don't think other moves can be all that scary, right? If he goes 8, I play 6, 7, 4, 4, and 2. Yes, he can take with 4, 2, 8, 8. Yes, that's potentially safe. I guess 3, 5, 7, 5 covers it. But let's even pretend that's safe. I usually can play 6, 3, 6, 7 somewhere in tie. Like if he has 8, 7, 5, 3 left, then 6, 3, 6, 7 goes in 9. If he has 3, 5, 7, 5 left, then it goes in 6. So I think it's hard for him to go somewhere else, and it's also easy for me to go in 2 without flipping 5. And there's not much reason he should want to go in 8. 8 is already like a pretty dead square for me. Like the dream is clearly to go in 2. He can go in 6. I should have looked more at 6. But if he goes in 6, which card is he putting there? Because 8753 is kind of annoying to recapture. And if he puts the others, 8753 is kind of dead. Not a very good card for this endgame. I probably have to sequence things well, but I think I should tie against 6. So I think this is okay. 6 is the scariest. 6 is the scariest. Alright, talking to Wavy. Okay. He goes 3, 5, 7, 5, and 2. What was our intended reply? 6, 3, 6, 7, and 3? That makes it 5, 5. Let's just go through all the moves. Easy. 8, 7, 5, 3, and 6. He leads 6, 4. I take it from 9. We tie with 6, 7, 4, 4. He plays 4, 2, 8, 8, and 6. It is 5, 5. I take an 8. I win. He goes 4, 2, 8, 8 in 9. I play in 6. I don't have to flip things. That's going to be a tie. And also if I did flip things, it would be okay too, because he doesn't have a combo on 5. And if he goes 8, 7, 5, 3 in 9, that's ridiculous. If he goes 8, 7, 5, 3 and 8, I block 6, we tie. And if he goes 4, 2, 8, 8 in 8, I capture from 9 and we tie. So I'm definitely not winning here, so just going to make the move. And 2, 5, 7, 5, 2, 6, 3, 6, 7, 3. I do think this is part of what makes me a really good tournament player, is I'm very good at not losing bad positions, and that makes me difficult to beat. And so I can extend matchups long enough that hopefully at some point something clicks and goes well. But these games have been very unencouraging, right? And yeah. That I can survive being pressed more than most other players can survive. And I do think the last 2 tournaments were really interesting on this front, because in Triad Wars, I basically just survived from being behind over and over again. Nephilim, I was basically ahead the whole way. And Nephilim, I think I did a good job preparing hands well and handling them well. Okay, he does go for the fancy move. He would. 4, 2, 8, 8, 7. And we will play 6, 7, 4, 4, and 6, I guess. Make sure he didn't accidentally give me something cool in 8, but even if he did, the combos would be good for him. So, let's do a secure way. And move on to a new set, I guess. But I think this will be the end of this video. Hope you enjoyed me panicking the whole way. And I'll see you next time.